So the Smart Interface Portal in the Raptor 2 OS, basically giving the user a whole new means of interacting. You can still go through the display pad here with the buttons, but we're giving you just a new experience, a new user experience.
It's probably the biggest innovation in here, and again, that started from that Q-Therm, that big ball of math, and
Right.
kept adding. So next we're going to have Brian drive us through the Smart Interface Portal software and show us the various features and functions that it offers to you. So set up the meter now, so now we need to validate it.
Right.
Let's see if it's got any issues.
Okay, so as you'll notice throughout our presentation so far, we've had a little exclamation point popping up over here. And what that is it's tied to our ValidCal Diagnostics. Basically, the meter has a suite of hardware tests that are being ran inside it all the time. And it's going to warn you if it ever encounters some issue with your flow sensor, your temperature sensor, pressure sensor, whether the buttons are jammed down. It's testing all these things, and it's trying to let you know that there may be an issue. So you see that here. There's an exclamation point also appearing on the screen here. And so what we can do here is either go to ValidCal Diagnostics or just click on this guy. And it opens up ValidCal and immediately starts you in your hardware suite of tests. So it's going down through here, and we've got a temperature sensor failure. It warns us with this Xbox. It's also telling us we're getting some outside noise in.
Okay, yeah, so I can look there and say I have a temperature of 980 degrees.
There might be a sensor problem there.
Yes, we can only go to 392, so we probably have an issue there. So this is a really powerful thing, because the other way to do this is, and I've been there before, is to have a voltmeter in one hand and a screwdriver in the other, and most of the time you're also on top of a ladder, 20 feet in the air. So I'd much rather just push a button and run these tests.
Right,
So,
and you can do it through insulation resistance testing, or you can push this run test button and get the same result. So what you'll notice here is that when we ran that test, we had a few failures. We get an email support button. This is some of the power of the Smart Interface Portal. It's talking back home. It's talking back to Sierra. When you push that button, it's going to generate an email to our support team with some identifying information about the meter, some condition information about what's going on with it at that time. And basically our team is going to get a head start and be ready for the issue that the meter is encountering.
ideally, we call you up after we get your email and say, here's what's wrong with your meter,
and
here's what you need to do.
Right.
So pretty cool thing.
So those are the hardware tests. You can also run tests on your different relays, alarm and totalizer relay. Once again, you have that question mark button up here that'll let you see some diagrams.
That thing, I'll tell you.
Right there, you can see that totalizer diagram. And then we have 4 to 20 validation testing. There's the diagram for how you wire those up.
Yeah, and that's basically just forcing a 4 and forcing a 20 and making sure that everything's lined up.
So out there in the field, you run your suite of tests here. You've got the results. What can you do then? You can print that out into a certificate that can be kept in your records for them, letting you know the meter was healthy at that point.
Really powerful tool because vortex meters don't necessarily have to be recalibrated. That's just the shutter bar, and the shutter bar's dimensions don't change unless it gets abraded or something. So a validation certificate is a really powerful document.
Right.
You can use that in your meter history or give it to your QC, and that should cover your bases.
And you can do all this in a handful of minutes.
That's right. You just saw that.
So one other little thing here. We got our low, high flow temperature and pressure. This can let you know if you've had an overrange somehow. Your pressure's gone far too high or something like that.
Yeah. So remember, 1 to 30 feet per second. If you see 300, you may have
that could have caused an issue.
Caused some issues. So you can see that here. You can see that 980 degree Fahrenheit temperature.
Yeah.
So
it's letting us know we
might have a problem with this one, but tech support's going to tell us what that is. So we'll see.
So that's ValidCal Diagnostics, how you would run it out there, how you end up with the certificate that proves your meter is healthy.
you.